want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. I'll pull the sword out the border, walk a floor full of cobras. Go to war with you all, we can brawl toe to toe. I can tighten loops in my lace and make lightning lose in a race. I make fire cool and come back from the triangle in Bermuda. I can suit up, live in the moon up, working and outsmarting computers. I can outswim all the tuna, and that's without a scuba. So in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. I can make time traveling a surprise, make graveyards feel alive. Break the immortal down to his demise. Look up and beam to the stars so you can turn off the lights. I come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, Week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Denver Broncos. Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
This defense for the Broncos, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Randy Gregory.
Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. We were wondering what they would do defensively to disrupt Patrick Mahomes. Sacking him on the first drive, that's a really good way to set a tone.
The last thing you want to do is let him get established in the pocket where he can set his feet and throw wherever he wants to. Even though he does it well on the run and on the move, you definitely want to get him off the spot in the pocket.
So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
Moore, the man in motion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
1st and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it.
And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Well, these two teams met in Kansas City earlier this season with the Chiefs winning that ball game. So they're looking for the series sweep here in Denver. 2nd down, back to Edwards-Helaire.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of 1st downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 45-yard line. Now here's Mahomes.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road.
Now they'll put a receiver in motion left.
Edwards-Helaire is into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. First quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Montrell Washington on the return from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll power his way out near the 25. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throw left side, taken in by Washington. 30, the 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score.
Montrell Washington,
his 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Broncos are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own.
McManus's point after is good, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work. Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
On second down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Moore, the man in motion. On third and long, it's Mahomes. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. On the stop that time, it was Josie Jewell.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
"7-7", our score after 1. Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. To throw, it's Mahomes. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Open man, it's the tight end, Kelsey. Touchdown! Travis Kelsey, 38 yards. And the Chiefs have taken the lead.
Quarterback loves the receivers, but sometimes his best friend is that tight end.
Yeah, it's hard to believe, isn't it? Because we always talk about the guys out wide and how acrobatic they are. But that tight end, great sight lines, easier throws, they become a bigger and bigger weapon as the NFL evolves.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it. And afterwards, they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. It's Kelsey on the ground. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. They go play fake. Mahomes finds his man. It's Kelsey on the crossing route here. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's 2nd down. A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Mahomes going to throw. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 24-yard line.
A third down gain of 19.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Broncos will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right, it felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. Elam, and they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. The Broncos at 5-9 on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one. Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
Now a throw here to his running back. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Again, he'll drop to throw. And going right back to Hamler. Touchdown, Broncos. KJ Hamler, 30 yards. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point from McManus is good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And we'll see what they want to do. 45 seconds is all that remains until the break. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Buying time, and it's intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Now, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. 4 yards remain for second down. Back to throw. He's got Hamler on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Touchdown! Albert Okwuegbunam. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Broncos will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. McManus's point after is good, and the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Just 18 seconds remain till halftime as they come up on 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. Going deep this time for Miller. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Caden Stearns. And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
and they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
They'll drop to throw. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
The tackle goes there to Linval Joseph.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd. They're going to look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That was Nick Bolton rushing in and burying him behind the line.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
The incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Throwing now is Mahomes. That pass complete to Moore. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
Probably just trying to draw him off there. It didn't work.
And defensively, that's what you work on all the time. Being in that spot and being able to not jump and give them the yardage that they were desiring.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. That's taken on the 25. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll keep it on the ground. Elam. And some room to maneuver. And he'll get this all the way down to the Chiefs' 22. 86 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Screen play set up for Williams. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a 10-yard gain there to set them up first and goal.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
They'll run on first down. Elam, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. A great effort there. His 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And down he'll go at the 25. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. Caught the defense off guard there a bit on second and long, but now you still have to deal with third and long.
Yeah, you do, but you feel pretty good about the last play, don't you? And maybe it gives you a little bit of confidence dialing up the next one, that maybe your team will believe in it when you send it in.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
McManus's point after is good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Taken at the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, It has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
47's going to take. Check, 47. It's a party now. It's a party now. Hey, check, 47. Check.
They go play action. Now Mahomes.
That's complete to Peoples-Jones.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Here's Edwards-Helaire.
And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Justin Simmons.
And the Broncos are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Well, I mean, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football. Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practice. For this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 3rd down, Elam. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Elam, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. On 2nd down, Elam, and he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. Trying to tiptoe the pylon, but they're going to say he stepped out at the 1-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run, and even 80 yards.
I can still hear it reverberate through this thick skull of mine. Crossing routes versus man-to-man coverage, it's a bad matchup for the defense. Those tend to work very well as they run away from a defender.
And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. It's the fullback. His first NFL reception goes for 6.
And the Chiefs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead will be cut down to 14. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And all the Chiefs have it. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They are in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
Mahomes now on 1st down.
And he'll look underneath here for Edwards-Helaire, and he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
On 1st down, Mahomes.
This one complete to Scott Miller, and he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes.
He's got the connection to Moore.
And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 24-yard line. From the gun, it's Mahomes.
Quickly to Kelsey. And he will be brought down, but a 1st and goal coming up as we have come upon the 2-minute warning.
It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Mahomes. Dancing to his left. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. They'll try to run with Edwards-Helaire. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now Mahomes got to have this one. Escaping the pressure right. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And the Broncos are going to get the football. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. With the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
A very solid gain of 27.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Mahomes will throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Mahomes. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Mahomes. One last shot at the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time is